Speaking of Mike Vick, speaking of people that supposedly have forgiven people because of their football play, who do you think's been forgiven more in the public eye, Vick or Ben?
I feel like Vick. And I don't know why, because I am totally for Ben and not Vick. I mean, I understand that, where was he from? Somewhere down south, Michael Vick.
Vick? Oh, I'll look that up.
Yeah. And I know that was their, like, culture down there to do that to dogs, and I know he paid his due and everything, and I understand that, but I still think it was awful what he did because I love animals, especially dogs. And I really took harm to that. And I know he has 2 dogs now, so I understand that he's trying to improve himself, but I don't know. I don't like him very much, still.
Oh, I've just pulled up his Wikipedia page where it has a whole section devoted to every single thing that he has done wrong, including giving New Orleans the finger after a football game, distributing marijuana, let's see, the water bottle that had a hidden compartment in it, the dog fighting, let's see, it had news kennels. Okay, it looks like Surrey County, Virginia, but pretty much, in the words of Jerry Springer and GSN, he has a lot of baggage.
Yes, he does.
But still, I mean, America, I mean, I did an opinion article on Ben earlier last semester for the Globe, comparing that the NFL needs to set standards. With Vick, they suspended him for 6 games, just like they did Ben, but Vick's suspension got cut to 2 games.
And Ben's was 4.
Ben's was 4. I don't know where the parity is. I don't know what you make of that.
No, I mean, I think that they both did the right thing in suspending them. I think they should have made it out to 6 games. I don't think they should have cut it short if they said they were going to suspend them both for 6 games. So I feel like that was a good punishment, and I'm sure when they were watching the games, if they weren't playing it on TV at home, they were like, I can't believe I did this for this, you know. I mean, they knew they were going to have consequences after it happened.
I think, if I remember correctly, I'm trying to remember what Commissioner Roger Goodell said about the whole thing. I think he said something about you've proven to me and to the NFL that you did the community service, you did what you were supposed to do, you stayed away from the team. He was getting quarterback training, but I guess that was why it was 6-4. But I talked with somebody who had written a column about the thing, which is why I got the whole Mike and Ben thing about the suspension, and it was interesting because Vick was proven to be found guilty. Vick was found to be guilty of dogfighting. Ben wasn't really found guilty of anything.
Exactly. He wasn't charged with anything, so...
Oh, it was a rape kit.
Yeah.
Which is pretty powerful, but it didn't even go to court.
No, so that's why I think Michael Vick should have got more punishment and is worse. Way worse. But I feel like the public eye has forgiven Michael Vick more. I feel like, because a lot of people don't even care, like, about dogs or whatever he was doing. But people, there's so many women behind that whole Ben thing, and they're like, oh, he's such a pig, but it was 2 people. 2 people were involved, and it wasn't all him.
One thing to consider, I'm still on the Vick page here, he served 23 months in prison, so I guess fans could consider he did the time. He still is on probation. That is set to expire in November 2012, just in time for the world to end, but no wonder why the world's going to end.
It's not going to end.
Well, don't tell Jay Sean that, or else he'll write another song about it. But, yeah. I mean, what do you make of that? I mean, do you think they've forgiven Vick more because he served the time, or do you think they've just forgiven him?
Yeah, I do, because... Well, also what I said before, and because he did serve, he did everything that he was asked to do, and I think people felt like Ben got off a little bit easier than he did, but also, I understand that because he wasn't charged with anything, he wasn't guilty, so I don't think people should think that way.
Moving on to a game called the Super Bowl. They were showing the shots, I think the 2nd or 3rd break into the game, where they had crowd shots. You saw John Madden and George Bush sitting next to each other, and then you saw Alex Rodriguez and Cameron Diaz. For those of you who don't remember, there was a shot of Alex Rodriguez pretty much demanding Cameron Diaz to feed him popcorn, which she did, and obviously they showed the image, and A-Rod, which is Rodriguez's nickname for those of you who actually are listening that don't know about sports, which could be quite a bit of you right now, but anyways, Rodriguez has taken reported offense to it. What do you make? What are your 2 cents on this?
You know what? after that happened, I went on Twitter and everybody tweeted, how, that's so gross, like, I can't believe they shot that, like, ew, like, 'cause not a lot of people like him, but, they're dating, like, I don't think it's a big deal. It's what people do.
It was forced, but it was the fourth attempt at romance.
It was.
Just in time for Valentine's Day.
It's true. But I don't know, I think people blew that out of proportion. I don't see what the big deal was.
I wouldn't mind being boyfriend-girlfriend with Cameron Diaz, although she would have to, there's a couple things she would have to do to be my boyfriend. I mean,
and what's that?
She has a history of smoking, and
yeah.
Not good
no
for me.
smokers allowed.
No, if we're in there's the Never Miss a Super Bowl Club who just lost one of its members, but there's also the No Smoking Club. I can't stand it. I commute. I have to live down.
I'm commuting next year too.
We have to go downtown, and every time I walk, I have to hold my breath. I cannot take it.
This morning I was going to math class, and a girl in front of me was smoking, and it was I could not stand it.
They don't even care. They just smoke right in your face.
It was blowing right in my face. She didn't care.
I love how we're talking on a sports show about smoking, but it is a very important issue, and let this be a PSA for you. Now we're going to move on to the national anthem.
Oh.
Pretty much, as I said on the morning show last week, choose your own adventure version of the national anthem.
Everyone does it. I kind of feel bad for her.
I did, and then she fell at the Grammys. She had a chance, and then she fell at the Grammys afterwards. She fell at the Grammys.
Poor Christina.
Poor Christina's trying to...
The divorce is really taking a toll on her.
As I said again on the morning show, her friends have said that she's binge drinking. Obviously, she just broke up with her husband very recently, and now she's doing the Grammys and trying to honor Aretha Franklin, and it was a big superstar cast, and then she falls afterwards.
At least they caught her and she didn't fall off the stage.
She didn't fall off the stage, but a fall is a fall. It's impossible to avoid it.
Yeah.
But she'll get another chance. I think she's doing it.
Did you see her microphone, though? It was different from everyone else's. It was so neat. It was like this sparkly red thing where I was like, what is that? How come nobody else gets to have that?
As Come Together by the Beatles is in the background. We have an inside joke here, which some people don't understand. Too many inside jokes about this song, but speaking of drugs. Anyways, moving on to the Super Bowl commercials. What was up for you? What was down for you?
What was up for me? My favorite one was, did you see the Doritos one where...
The grandfather? Yes.
I loved that. I thought that was so funny. And I love Doritos. I'm not even kidding. Right after I saw that, my sister and I went in the cabinet and
pulled out Doritos. There you go. So Doritos always does a good job. I mean, my favorite Super Bowl commercial of all time is the Doritos. Do you remember the magic ball from a couple years ago? The guy holds this ball up and he asks, "Can we get free Doritos?" Throws it at the vending machine. Boom, Doritos come falling out. Other guy has the ball, asks if he's going to get a promotion. Boss comes out, throws the ball, hits him in the crotch.
I don't remember that. No.
That one was my favorite of all time. But Doritos always seems to do a good job, and they had 3 bits, and that was clearly their best bit.
Yeah, it was mostly, I noticed, Doritos, Pepsi Max, and Bud Light.
And M&M.
Yeah, and M&M.
Don't get me started with that.
Me neither.
But I don't want to do the rap again. But it was a down year for commercials this year. It really was.
Yeah, I think it definitely was.
Let's see. We have the halftime show.
Oh, wait. I forgot to mention my favorite commercial.
Oh, go for it.
It wasn't the Doritos. That was my second favorite. Did
Me
you
too.
see Kim Kardashian shape up one?
I have a secret crush on Kim Kardashian. I'm not going to lie about that.
I have a secret girl. No, it's out in the open. I have a girl crush on Kim Kardashian. I love her, and I loved that commercial.
I would not mind spending a day, a year, a lifetime with Kim Kardashian. I'm sorry I'm not Gabriel Labrie. I'm sorry I don't have a six-pack. I'm sorry I'm not completely cute looking. But Kim Kardashian, if you're listening to this, please tweet me.
And Chloe.
At Legal1992, tweet me.